Hello, everybody. So today I am going to talk about literal ways that you can connect and nurture your inner child. So now that you've figured out what aspect you want to connect to, what dream that aspect of you had, and you've fed them a little bit with, doing something in the real time, around that dream. Now let's just really nurture that relationship. And it's so easy. It's gotten way easier. Like I've done inner child work for I don't know, 20 something years. And in the early, 2000s, there wasn't as much, late 90s, early 2000s when I started this, it was like you had to have the things for your inner child. Now you can look them up. Now there's YouTube, and you can literally look up like shows you used to love, cartoons you used to love. You know, I used to love Land of the Lost. Like I loved the slee stacks. I loved all the weird, noises they made in the when they went into the rock mountain, whatever thing it was, and the lit up rocks that would I remember that stuff because I loved it. And I would play with my light bright and try to make it look like the slee stack lit up rocks, right? I got myself a light bright at one point, and started playing light bright. You can make food for yourself that your parents made for you that you loved. I have this specific casserole that my mom would make with zucchini. Oh my God, I love that thing. And I will make that when I need to connect to and nurture to that inner child. Music. I used to love Free to Be You and Me. It was this 70s epic. and you can download that. You can listen to it for free on YouTube. So I'll put that in the background if I'm, trying to connect to my inner child. Getting books that you used to love as an inner child. If you're lucky enough to still have the books, I don't have any of the books I used to have because the ones that I did take, got burnt in the fire, but you can find those books if they're still in print, So there's a specific book. I gotta find it because it burnt, but I think it's what brought me into loving the aspect of witches, because it was this beautiful book about like a Halloween, and the art was so pretty. There was not much to the story. It was like witches flying up in Halloween and terrorizing the town and getting all the candy and having a feast with the candy. So that was basically the storyline. But the art was beautiful, like a big full moon with these like witches going through it and dark forests, like my aesthetic. So I do feel that helped, show me into this aesthetic that I'm in of like, I love the shadow, I love the subconscious, I love magic, I am a witch. So the things that you do and are drawn to as a child are going to be definitely, in the undercurrent of your life for the rest of your life. So it's good to nurture that part of you and to get in touch with them. Because here's the other thing. Your inner child is used to kind of being forgotten and alone. Maybe they've been left, unfortunately, sometimes they've been left in a very traumatic experience. If you did have trauma as a child, a lot of times, within trauma, we like, I'm done. I don't want to feel that anymore. I am disconnecting. And then we leave them, constantly in that cycle of trauma. So it's very important to like invite them to where you are today as this strong, powerful adult, who can reparent that inner child in a way that maybe you didn't receive from your parents because they either didn't know how, or they weren't around, or you didn't ever know who your parents were. There's those happen, those things happen too. So even if you don't know who your parents are, you can be that parent. Like you are going to be the best parent for your inner child, hands down, because you know exactly what you believe. You know exactly what you want, hopefully. sometimes if an inner child is left so despondent and so like people, I've talked to clients who like, I don't even know what I want. I don't even know what's possible for me. Like they're pushed down so far that they can't even dream. They're afraid to dream. Like, what is dreaming? I just need to stay in reality. Yes, we need to be in reality. I am 100% in reality, and I deserve more. Like my mantra in life is I love what I have. I am grateful for what I have, and I deserve more. We all will always deserve more as long as we're alive. I believe we are here on this planet to create, to receive, to grow, to shine, right? And when we've got an inner child that's kind of just left, in some place that it's been forgotten, that's the anchor. That's the anchor that keeps us from actually doing these things that we want and these things that are good for us, right? So find find your inner child, find where they are, and just do the things that they used to love. On the holidays, I'll watch the Peanuts, Charlie's Brown's Christmas and Halloween. I love watching those because that was like, oh my God, like I was like, oh my God, it's on every year. And it was the same thing every year. I'd watch it every year. And now I'm still watching it in my 50s, and it makes, the tears come. And that is a true connection to the inner child, doing the things that you used to love, listening to the things you used to love, eating the things you used to love, just really giving them that nurturing. All right, guys, I'm sending you so much love. I am here for you. Just respond and let me know how I can deepen your connection and your love to your inner child.